Welcome to Talking Models and part 2 of displaying your models using Slat-Wall. Today we're in the man cave. Boom. And today I'm going to continue showing you the benefits of using Slat-Wall and a little bit more into my collection in the man cave. As you can see behind me, we have lots of models. They're everywhere. They're all over the place. We have our Earthbound Studios wing where all the big heads. Great job, Mark. Boom. You get the boom. Above that we got a couple more pieces. We've got Vin at Resin Crypts, Remfeld. We have the Mysteria Models Gentleman from Hush. The Frankenstein Big Head. Creature from the Black Lagoon Big Head. The Mummy Big Head. The Fly Big Head. Curse of the Werewolf Big Head. The Thing from Another World. And of course, I Was a Teenage Werewolf. Beautiful collection of big heads from Mark. Man, I love those things. Over on this side, we have Frankenstein. Oldie but a goodie. Back in the day from Needful Things. Boom, Rob. Now, if you go over here, you've got the Monster Squad. The Werewolf. Wolfman doesn't have nards. You remember that from the Monster Squad. Great part of the movie. When the wolf was blown apart. Up here we have the Reaper from Blade 2. A great kit, I believe, still in production from Forbidden Zone. Next to that is an oldie and a goodie. Blade, sculpted by Mike Hill. I'm a huge Blade fan, can you tell? Below that, we've got some more goodies. We've got Blade from Blade 2. Halloween from Gilman Productions, sculpted by Mark Van Tine. You get the boom, Mark. Next to that, you've got Norman Bates from Psycho. Great kit by Mr. Jeff Yeager. Next to that is one of the box art classics from Monsters in Motion, a Phantom of the Opera. There's a couple more over here that's out of the camera shot, but it's you've got one from the Game of Thrones. You've got the Tall Man, boy, and then you've got Kolchak the Night Stalker, an oldie and a goodie from Dimensional Designs. That's this wing. Moving over here, we've got the old Horizon, Vlad Dracula, Pennywise the Clown from Alternative Images. Great job, Brian McGuire. You get the boom. Next to that, another Forbidden Zone of Vlad Dracula. Love that film. Very good scenes. It's just spooky. Below here, we got another one from Monsters in Motion, the box art of Bela Lugosi as Dracula. Mark, I'll tell you, over at Pestilus Models, the Creature from the Black Lagoon box art kit by Jeff Yeager. Mark, you get the boom. Great kit. Looking forward to the Hunchback, my friend. Next to that, by the God-Gifted Hands of Brian McGuire, the Thing from Another World. Just a simply beautiful kit. Going up is the Alternative Images wing. We have Mr. Barlow from Salem's Lot. Dexter. Oh, one of my favorite series, good old Dexter. Cleaning up the streets, one at a time. Next to him is Michael Myers from Halloween. Again, 3 beautiful kits by Brian McGuire. Double boom, Brian. And that completes this wall. Again, you can see the benefits of Slat-Wall. If you remember in part 1, I talked about that bead that you can put in the Slat-Wall for extra strength. I'm going to show you it. You can see here's that bead. It's just a plastic metal insert that you put in the end of the Slat-Wall and you tap it in the whole length of the Slat-Wall. What that enables you to do, and it's down in this shelf too, because you can see I have a lot of weight here on all these kits. It enables you to just have a little bit of extra weight, and then you don't have to worry about things falling. We don't want our models falling. Yikes. So that gives you some extra strength. From what I've heard, I think you can get like 25 to 30 pounds of weight that you can put on these shelves. And if you use the beads, you might pick up a few extra pounds. So if you got them big honking kits like Mark Van Tyne's King Kong, boom, be a nice spot, put it on there, you don't have to worry about it. So you can see they all fit nicely. You've got the extra support. I had lights put on in the ceiling tiles when I had the basement redone in the man cave. Give some extra lights. You see more of these motion lights that I told you about from part 1. My Aunt Marie put them on all the shelves. That way at night when you walk through, it's just kind of cool as you walk and look at the models. It's just like a boom. I'm telling you. You know, I realized I missed a kit. David, the vampire from The Lost Boys. To me, one of the best horror films on vampires out there. This man went on to become a great actor. Remember 24? Admit it. An absolutely amazing kit sculpted by Jeff Yeager. And Shaky Dave. His company is the one that released that. Rumor has it in 2019, this one may be coming back. And Shaky, if you're watching this and you don't want to re-release this kit, talk to me, Shadow Creations. Boom. As you can see, beautiful way to display your kits, and another way for when people come over, they can look at all the hard work that you put into your models, and you can actually walk around and fully appreciate what you have done. And there's so much joy in when you finish the kit, you put it out on social media, you put it on your Facebook page, people look at it and go, wow. You look at it, if you're like me, and say, oh man, I coulda, shoulda, woulda, ugh. But you know what? It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. It's a beautiful kit. It's a beautiful paint job because you, the artist, did it. So that's what we're doing, man. Just keep painting. So this is one wing of the man cave, the main section, if you will. So we're going to kind of go spin around the room. We're going to check out the next section. I think up next, we're going to go across the room to the Blackheart wall of big head wall hangers. Man, I can't wait. Are you excited? What are you waiting here for? Let's go. All right, guys, as promised, here we are over on the wall hanger section of the man cave. I am such a fan of Blackheart models. George Stevenson, you get the boom today, buddy. You know, I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate your advice you've given me in Shadow Creations. And most of all, George, I really appreciate your love for the hobby. Can everybody give George a hand? Yeah, George, man, way to go, buddy. George started Geometric Designs, and look what he's created now. Blackheart models, wall hangers, just so many things that he's gotten into, the little micro mini series. Oh man, just the stuff. Well, let's take a look. To me, when I started with the Slat-Wall, the intention was to get something where I could hang these babies. Slat-Wall's perfect. Put the hook in the back of the head, stick it on the back of this, slide it wherever you want, boom. Let's take a look. Over here we got Nosferatu, sculpted by Mr. Jeff Yeager. Man, beautiful, beautiful piece. Next to that, Bela Lugosi, Dracula. Come on, guys, really? Look at this. Next to that, we have the Wolfman. Look at all these. Just simply beautiful kits, all by Mr. Jeff Yeager. Boom, Jeff. Beautiful kit. Down here, man, look at this thing. Werewolf of London. Sculpted by the God-gifted hands of Mike Hill. Mike, man, we miss you. If you're watching this, please come back. We miss you, man. Bravo. Next to that, we have the Mummy. Sculpted by Mike, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Mike Flango. Miss you too, brother. But I know you're on to other things. Miss you, man. Over here, we have the Bride. Sculpted by Jeff Yeager. Next to her, we have the Husband, the Monster. Boris Karloff Frankenstein. Another one, a home run by Jeff Yeager. I mean, you can look. Let me just get out of the way a minute and just kind of let you take a peek at this stuff. Just look at how nice Slat-Wall is for hanging these wall hangers. Maybe you haven't gotten into wall hangers because you don't think you have the proper place to put them, or you don't know how to hang them up. I'm telling you guys, Slat-Wall is the way to go. You can hang them up. Yes, you can just hang them on a wall somewhere. Maybe you can make a plaque, maybe get a stand. I got a couple stands that George used to release probably a couple years ago, like a speaker stand. You just hang them on there. I use that if I put any of these in a contest. That way I can put them on the table instead of laying them flat. But something this beautiful and sculpted so beautifully, and once you bring them to life, deserve a spot. They deserve a place where people can look at them or run from them, whatever the case is. There's been countless people that come into our home, my Anne-Marie and I's home, come down here to the man cave, knowing I do models and they want to see them. This is a very eye-catching wall for every single person. They can stand there and they can walk up to Bela Lugosi and look him right in the eyes. And as you move, they would swear it's following them. Guys, let me tell you, look at some Slat-Wall. Find a spot. Talk to your wives. If you're watching this with your wife, come on, man. Let the guy get some Slat-Wall. If you're a wife and you want to add some into your thing, dude, what are you doing, man? Let her put the Slat-Wall up. You'll love it. Trust me. Great stuff. So that's the look at the Black Heart wall of wall hangers. Next, we're going to kind of go take a little walk over to where the big screen is. Laserdisc hanging on the wall. And then we have the Gillman wing with their lines of busts. We have some geometric mixed in. We have a variety of different busts and way too many movies, says my wife. I say, can you have enough movies, right? You know what I mean. So we're going to go over there next, kind of scope that out, and then we'll continue on. Maybe we'll even do a little look at the other side where the drum set is and the guitars and the boxes of the old Aurora that I've got over there, the popcorn machine, you know, that kind of stuff you want to do in a man cave. So we're going to go next, look at some of the busts, and then we'll go from there. So don't be staring at me while you're looking at me. Let's go. All right, here we are in the end of the room where the big screen TV is over on this side, and we're in some of the movie section of the man cave. You can see I'm surrounded. This is the DVD section. When we get over on that side, we'll have the Blu-rays. And this is also a spot I thought, why waste this space on top of these cases? I'm going to display some models. So that's what I did. Let's start here on my right. We have Kolchak, the Night Stalker. This is the Gillman wing. Great job, Paul and Mark. Boom. Love you guys. Next to here, we have the Master from Salem's Lot. Jump over here, and we have Jack. Jack got a little crazy over there at the hotel, and was not a good thing. But beautiful kid. If you're a fan of The Shining, boom. You go over here, and we have the Pennywise section. We have the original Pennywise from Tim that was portrayed by Tim Curry. We have the new Pennywise. Creepy guy. Next to him, one of my favorite Stephen King films, The Night Flyer. Very underrated in my opinion. If you haven't seen that movie, check it out. You won't be sorry to see Renfield as he flies to friendly skies in search of blood. Great movie. Now we'll go to the next section. Over here we have Dexter. Another great one. This was actually the first kit that I painted, airbrushed after my accident, when I regained my right hand and was able to get out of the wheelchair, out of the walker, to the cane, and get down in the man cave. I retested my skills with this piece. So this was my first kit of Dexter, sculpted by Andy Cope out of England. I believe it's still available. Great series, great character, great job, Andy. You get the boom. Then we go over here and we have the Crow, Brandon Lee, one of my faves. Just expertly done, and I believe this kit is also still available through Goodfellow Resins. Great job, guys. Great kits. Keep them coming. Over here, Shaky Dave. You get the boom again. you have, look at this beautiful kit, The Curse of the Werewolf. How cool is that? Oliver Reed in mid-transformation. Sculpted by none other than Mr. Jeff Yeager. Just a beautiful kit. Flashback alert, boom. Geometric design, Al, way to go, buddy. You know, guys, Al had a terrible thing happen to him. He had a fire at his home and he lost all the molds to all the geometric kits. If you're watching this today, send some prayers up for Al as he's rebuilding. Lots of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful kits lost. But more importantly, a man that lost everything. You know, so give him some prayers today. Al, buddy, you're in my prayers. Next up was another oldie but goodie of the Crep Keeper from Kit Kong Model Mansion. Way to go, James, you get the boom. Next to this one, we have Shadow Creations, released by the God-gifted hands of Brian Hamilton. And this is Vincent Price in the House of Wax. Just a beautiful, beautiful kit. This is not a kit, but I couldn't pass it up, for Monsters in Motion. And it's Pennywise the Dancing Clown. And of course it has sound bits.
Get out of there while you still can. Beware, little Eddie. Beware.
How cool.
Good place.
Another thing, you might want to check it out. Get a hold of Terry over there at Monsters in Motion. Tell him Troy sent you over at Talking Models. So as you can see, this is just another wing of the man cave. We got some, my Anne Marie made these curtains for me, Star Trek. She put them up over the windows, kind of like movie theme down in this end of the man cave. We've got some laser discs that come along the walls here. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, The Day the Earth Stood Still. This collectible of the Phantasm, which is signed by the artist. And that's 973 out of 1,000. Boom! I made it. Love Phantasm. And then over here, which is probably out of the camera angle, we'll get to that when we get over to the TV section, just for a little cameo of the TV. And the laser discs that surround that area here. Down here, we have a record player with my albums, so we can pump some volume in the man cave if I just feel like jamming. You know, it's important to have a place where you can display your models. It's important to have a place where you can go to after you've created something to enjoy what you've created. That's why it's so important. Give some serious thought, guys, into how you display your models. Don't just put them somewhere. You've worked too hard for that. Find a way to display them. You can see, easy alternative. I took some DVD shelves and I put some models on the top and put them by theme. This one I kind of just mumble jumble for now until I get all my busts done and some new ones coming from Shadow Creation. Stay tuned. We got a new one coming. And just be able to expand your area, move things around. And that's, again, like I say, where Slat-Wall is a saver, because all you do is slide your brackets and move them wherever you want, anytime you want. No holes to fill, boom. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to move now, just a quickie over to show you the other laser disc, the TV area, and then we're going to move to the last little section where I have some more busts and the Blu-rays. And then we'll just do a shot of the back of the man cave where the music end of the basement is. And that's where a lot of fun is happening too. Because it's not always just about models, guys. Real life goes on. You know, I'm recovering from a motorcycle accident. I'm on a journey coming up on 3 years. Long ways to go. But I'm getting there. And, you know, a hobby is just something for me that God gave me to be able to do. To be able to come to and to forget about things. You know what I mean? So, we're going to move over now to the last little section with some models, and then we'll keep moving along. Let's go. Ready? On 3. Alright guys, here we are. We're back. We're on the last little section with the models. I'm looking across at the big screen, the exit out of the man cave, up the stairs, back to reality and life. Escape reality. I know. So here we are. Let's take a look at what we got. What inspiration? Creature from the Black Lagoon poster. Boom. Laserdisc. Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Way to go. Great movie, great film. Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. Boom. You can see part of the surround speaker hanging there. We have Nosferatu keeping an eye on things. We'll go back here for some of the model kits. We have Geometric Design, Bride of Frankenstein, Phantom of the Opera, The Wolfman, Blackula. 4 great ones. Just beautiful kits here. All just masterfully done. Over here we have the Universal Horror Mountain that I did a video a few episodes back. Great little kit out of England. Remember this bad boy? Many years ago, my Anne Marie and I were dating, and she bought this and had it shipped to my home. Love you, baby. Your 3 statues, and of course the classic movies all included. Couple goodies, I'm telling you right here, guys. Beautiful kits. You have David and you have Jack from American Werewolf in London. Great stuff, sculpted by Mr. Jeff Yeager. This one here is available through Saul Alvarez over at Silver Icons. You get the boom, Saul. Another Gilman Productions. Great kit. Another boom. Next to these, 2 more of the Geometric line. The Mummy and Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. These were the bases that Al did a while back that you could accompany with. I thought that was a great idea. You take a product that was already doing well, added a base, people bought the base for their kits, and it also rekindled interest back into the bust. Great idea, Al. Again, buddy, so sorry for the loss of all these molds. Same thing over here. I have 3 of the bases that he released. 4 of them here. Just a great stuff. Below this is the Blu-rays. You can't see it all, but goes from here all the way to the floor, and there's lots of Blu-rays. Of course I put them, alphabetize them. What else would you do? And that way I can find them. Majority of stuff is Universal Monsters, horror movies, and I sprinkle some of the other things in because otherwise my Anne Marie won't come down here. I know. So that's what you have over here, and that's another little section here. I'm going to give you just a couple more views of the area here where the nice seating is. Some beautiful pictures up here. The monster clock from Earthbound Studios, and then we'll kind of do just something of the TV area, and then we're going to shoot back over here quickly to the drum area, and then I'll do a video at the end, kind of like a little tour of the models. So stay tuned, and we're going to get just keep on moving. I'll be back. Alright guys, as promised, we're at the TV area. You can see the Laserdisc behind me. You can see the 70-inch TV. Boom. On a stand. We've got a VHS. Yeah, remember those? Super VHS. Boom. And I have a lot of my old band videos and different things I can enjoy. The kids growing up. Memories, man. It ain't all about models, guys. I'm telling you. Next to that is my center speaker on the shelf here. Next to that is my Ultra HD Blu-ray player. Boom. Goes good with an HD 4K TV. I'm just saying. Below that, here's a Blast Laserdisc player. What? Yeah, Laserdisc player. I've got probably 115 Laserdiscs over there. Yeah, I watch them. Don't judge me. Great stuff, man. That's where the DVDs came from. Just saying. Next to that is my sweet Dolby digital receiver system. Speakers on the side. Speakers in the back. Feeling like a movie. And next to that, a cassette, dual cassette. Yeah, right? Got a lot of old cassettes, band stuff, and some old school stuff. Sometimes I want to go old school. Are you saying I'm old? Are you judging me? I'm just saying. So that is the movie section. Of course, we have Michael Myers. Over here we have Norman Bates' Psycho, just for some inspiration, right? I don't know if you can see this here, but my wife made me put this up here. It's Michigan State. Over here we got Mesa Blue. Boom. Guess who likes blue? I'm just saying. Of course, the cable box, whatever. And a PS4. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right. Don't judge me. Up here we have some more Laserdiscs. This is my Universal Monster Wing. A lot of these are cut off, but the Wolfman, Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, the Wolfman again, Invisible Man, Werewolf of London. More inspiration. Up here we have some modern Silver Bullet. What are you waiting on, Mark and Paul? Let's get this done. We have Dracula, Japan edition, Hellraiser, Halloween 4, Phantasm 3, Phantasm Original. A couple nice little posters or little movie stills, House of Frankenstein, Ghost of Frankenstein. And below here is Pumpkinhead and Scream. So this is where I sit down. The last shot will be the area here where we sit and enjoy movies, and when I get my Anne-Marie down here, and it's can't watch monsters with my Anne-Marie. She's not into all that, but she did watch the new Halloween with me and actually sat through it. So thanks, baby. Love you. So that's this area here, guys. And we're going to move to the lax section and where we sit. Some nice poster art, the clock, music section, tour of the thing, and the video it gone. Stay tuned. Here we are, over in the seating section of the man cave. This is where everybody sits on this sectional. They sit like this. Let me give you a demonstration in case you wonder. They sit here like this and they watch football and basketball and they go, "Come on!" Or they sit here and watch movies and go, "Is this over yet?" Things like that. So this is where we all hang out. My chair. Nobody sits here, just me. I'm just saying. My Anne-Marie, and then the guests. Back here, you can see these beautiful inspirational things from another world, Dracula, some old movie stills, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, Curse of the Werewolf, Fright Night, all the monsters, a couple Laserdiscs, the Beasts from 20,000 Phantoms, King Kong, the Laserdisc Anniversary Edition, and the Universal Monster Clock. Boom, Mark. This is available, guys. Don't let it get by you, man. You can have a clock in your man cave telling time. One monster at a time. Man, boom. So this is the little section here. Just thought I'd give you kind of a little look into that area there. And last but not least, we're going to the music section. So let's go. Which way do I go? I don't know. Where do you want to go? You want to go this way? Let's go this way. Alright guys, here we are. The last section of the man cave. We are at the back of the basement. This is the music wing. As you can see, we have the Gretsch drums. That great Gretsch sound. I'm a fan. This is where I make my music. I practice for Sunday mornings for the sets, and I just cut loose, man. Drums are healing for me. A gift that God has given me is music, and I love my music. Over here, I don't know if it's in the camera shot, I have my guitars, electric, acoustic, and bass. Some inspiration of music, posters of drummers, Kiss, Peter Criss, the reason I got into drums. Heard rock and roll all night, got caught with the beat, started grooving, jamming. Told my mom I want to learn drums. Next day I was down to Capaldi Music, getting drum lessons. Boom. So this is the music section. You can see back here in the bar area, we don't drink, don't judge us. But we just use this for more display area. Boom. We've got some box art, some empty boxes back there of all the lineup from the Aurora Monsters. We have some models back there. We have some posters back there. Popcorn machine for movie nights. A Coke, frozen Coke machine. Thanks, Tyler, for making me buy it. But we like it, right? When you come over, you can have a frozen Coke. Boom. Some helmets, autographed by Lawrence Taylor. Man, what a defensive player. And just some other knickknacks back here. Just a music area. My Anne-Marie's piano. And just another area of the basement. It comes down a little bit of the sport wing with some autographed sports memorabilia. Some more posters. Just another area of the basement. That concludes the man cave. Thank you for coming in today. Thank you for stopping into this episode of Talking Models. And once again, I want to thank you guys for your support of this channel, for just taking me up one subscriber at a time. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. This concludes the look at displaying your models, and the best way to do them, in my opinion, is with Slat-Wall. but I'm sure you guys got ways that work for you too. But consider it, give it an option, give it a thought. You'll love it. Trust me. So once again, I thank you for stopping in to Talking Models. Look forward to the next episodes. If you haven't subscribed, jump on board. Spread the word. Share it with other people. Let's talk models. Let's see some painting techniques that I've done. I'm looking for things that you would like to see, so hit me up, and I'll see if I can make that happen. Lots of things coming. We're going to look at airbrushes, the differences, how to take them apart, how to clean them, choosing an airbrush. Just many things coming down the pike, along with continuing the look and how I painted the models in my collection. New kits coming out, reviews sprinkled in. Man, they're so much fun. Why do you want to miss it? Hit that subscribe button today and join me on my journey. Thanks for stopping in, and may God bless.